The speedy horse and the donkey. Once upon a time, in a lush green valley, there lived a proud horse named Blaze and a humble donkey named Bruno. Blaze was known far and wide for his speed and elegance. He would gallop through the fields, his mane flying like fire in the wind, while the villagers marveled at his beauty and strength. Bruno, on the other hand, was small, stocky, and spent his days hauling heavy loads for the farmers. He wasn't admired like Blaze, but he didn't mind. Bruno found joy in his work and the simple pleasure of grazing in the quiet fields. One sunny morning, Blaze trotted up to Bruno, his hooves pounding the ground like thunder. "Hey, Bruno," he said with a smug grin. "I've been watching you plod along all day. It must be exhausting to carry those heavy burdens. If only you were as fast as me, you could finish your work in half the time." Bruno stopped chewing a blade of grass and looked up. "Speed isn't everything, Blaze," he replied calmly. "Each of us has our strengths." "Strengths?" Blaze snorted. "What strength could a slowpoke like you possibly have? I'll prove it. Let's race to the top of yonder hill. If I win, you admit speed is all that matters." Bruno thought for a moment, then nodded. "All right, Blaze. But if I win, you must carry one of my loads for a day." Blaze laughed heartily. "Deal." The two lined up at the base of the hill. With a loud neigh, Blaze surged forward, leaving Bruno far behind. The horse raced up the path, weaving through bushes and leaping over rocks. Bruno, however, trudged steadily along, one step at a time. As Blaze reached halfway, he noticed a patch of wild flowers. "This is too easy," he said to himself. "I have time for a snack." He stopped to nibble on the flowers, basking in the sunlight and his own confidence. Meanwhile, Bruno kept going. Though slow, he never paused, inching closer to the top. When Blaze finally decided to finish the race, he looked up and gasped. There, standing at the peak of the hill, was Bruno, munching lazily on a bundle of grass. "What? How?" Blaze stammered, his pride shattered. Bruno smiled. "You see, Blaze, while speed might help you win races, persistence wins the journey. I never stopped moving forward, and that's what brought me here." Blaze hung his head, humbled. True to his word, he spent the next day helping Bruno carry loads across the valley. Though heavy, Blaze found a new respect for the donkey's strength and determination. From that day on, Blaze and Bruno became good friends, each appreciating the other's unique abilities. Blaze still loved to gallop, but he no longer looked down on those who moved at a slower pace. And so, the speedy horse and the steady donkey taught the valley a simple truth: everyone,